Girl power has us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh, women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah. We've healed the scars, now we're shooting stars, not just here for the ride. Moving with decency and pride. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. The sky isn't even the limit. Girl power has us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh, women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah. We've healed the scars, now we're shooting stars, not just here for the ride. Moving with decency and pride. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. The sky isn't even the limit. Girl power has us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh, women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah. We've healed the scars, now we're shooting stars, not just here for the ride. Moving with decency and pride. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. The sky isn't even the limit. Girl power has us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh, women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah. We've healed the scars, now we're shooting stars, not just here for the ride. Moving with decency and pride. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good morning. It's Sunday morning in downtown St. George. It's the capital of Grenada. I tell you what, it's the hub of the International Netball Series, the ECCB International Series, and alongside me, Safia.
Yes.
Safia,
Good morning, everyone.
and we're going to bring you the coverage of the game. It's the Cayman Islands. They're coming up against Antigua and Barbuda. I tell you what, last evening, Safia, Grenada lost to
To St. Lucia. Happy times for me, not so much for you.
I didn't sleep last night.
Oh, I slept like a baby.
I tell you what, that put Grenada in third position, and really and truly all to play for. Still, this evening, Grenada versus St. Vincent brings a climax on this tournament. But St. Lucia really looked good last night.
Thank you so much. We're proud. We're very proud of them.
So what are we going to do? We're going to take a short break. We're going to give you the starting lineups when we come back. It's the ECCB International Netball Series reporting to you from downtown St. George's, Grenada. And we'll take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Netball, netball, yes, exciting edge of your seat netball is back. It's the 5th ECCB International Netball Series in the Spice Isle of Grenada, August 23rd to 31st at Tanteen Netball Complex in St. George's. Witness 7 ECCB member countries: Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines battle for the coveted Gloria Valentine Championship Trophy. But wait, there's more. The 5th ECCB International Netball Series will also feature visiting teams from Barbados, the Cayman Islands, and Guyana, who will reign supreme at the 5th ECCB International Netball Series. Go on out to the Netball Complex at Tanteen or connect to the ECCB Connect's Facebook page and YouTube channel for live coverage of the matches. It's netball action at its best. Excellence and empowerment through sports.
Yeah, yeah. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. The sky isn't even the limit. Girl power has us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. The sky isn't even the limit. Girl power has us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh, women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah, we've healed the scars, now we're shooting stars, not just here for the ride. Moving with decency and pride. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah, yeah. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. The sky isn't even the limit. Girl power has us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh, women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah, we've healed the scars, now we're shooting stars, not just here for the ride. Moving with decency and
It's too late for that now. Anguilla, ba? Anguilla.
Very impressive with Cayman. Cayman's there's a very fit team. And you see that, that's my player of the tournament. Yeah, the white lady. Yeah, that's my player of the tournament. And you know,
She
kind of
looks strong,
energy
man.
to her there. And
She
she's
looks strong.
right in the team.
She's strong.
Yeah. Oh, she's the captain? Oh.
Been the captain for years, yeah, man. Yeah, she probably even coached me if I know her. If I could tell her enough, she probably coached me too. You hear her? She probably coached me.
No disrespect to her, but she's not on the podcast.
I don't know. I'm not sure. Although they usually look older, they are us is younger. So I'm not sure. She's probably, but I'm not sure the exact.
Right. First, we're going to
Hey, for this thanks again.
enjoy down here for the last day.
Here you go.
Enjoy down here for the last? Yeah. Down here.
yeah, yeah. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. The sky isn't even the limit. Girl power has us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh,
Cayman Islands, one of, in my own view and opinion.
Absolutely. Even from last year, they've definitely gained in strength. You know,
Good.
they defeated Grenada as well, and that's not something they've done before. So definitely they're doing a lot better than previous years.
Antigua and Barbuda, on the other hand, well, they have been doing pretty well. They was leading in the tournament. For the first 3 matches, they were undefeated. And then came the powerhouse St. Vincent and the Grenadines. But Antigua and Barbuda, they're currently in the 4th position in the points standing. And we pick a play into the first quarter. And as you said, Safia, these teams, they are tired. It's been a long tournament, barred with bad weather.
Correct.
You know,
And actually, these games are from the Friday washout. These games were supposed to play on Friday, so now they're having to play in the morning. And I think all of them play again tonight. So it's definitely a lot of rigor.
Certainly, and it's taking a toll on some of these players. A couple of the players on both teams are injured, and that's an indication that this has been a week of gruesome netball in terms of the physicality of the game.
Absolutely, and Antigua is known to be a physical team as well. So Cayman has it. They're probably going to have a hard time with them because they're going to push and go hard.
Well, we pick a play, and up goes Cayman, and she scores. So the first point on for the Cayman Islands. We'll give you the starting lineup shortly for both teams. And that was Copeland, Antigua, and Barbuda in the center third. Ball played into the attacking third for Antigua and Barbuda. And Regis will have a work cut out for her last evening. She tried her best. She worked hard against Barbados, but Barbados had the better of Antigua. Sorry, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And for once, you thought last night St. Vincent and the Grenadines, they were neck and neck and neck. And until the 4th quarter, St. Vincent decided, hey,
we have to win.
We have to win. So another point for the Cayman is that Cayman up 2, Antigua and Barbuda none. Has it now is Anthony trying to get it into Regis, but no. Regis had a hard time last night. Really, really hard time last night. And Bernard, the goal attack, she had to help a lot on the offensive end. In fact, Regis was a bit frustrated last night. She was not getting some of those easy baskets in. And up goes into the rim. The first point for Antigua and Barbuda. 2-1 in favor of the Cayman. Center pass to Antigua.
It's interesting what you said about Regis. So she's a standing shooter, but sometimes the way she stands, it seems a little bit difficult for her attackers to get to her. So I saw that frustration as well. And I was saying, you know, it's a little bit of, you know, how you stand. You have to make yourself a little bit more available so it's a little clear for them. Because, again, they don't want to lose the ball. So they don't want to force it and you lose it. They prefer to just take their time and get it to her instead.
Our competent netball analyst, Safia, alongside me here this morning. In fact, this morning on the schedule, it's supposed to be church service, but church is at the Tanteen netball court. Regis goes up for a long one. And that's what I've been saying, Safia. In this tournament, you have not seen so many long-range shots like in tournaments before.
Correct. Again, they want to be safe. They want to ensure it goes in, so you get a better, you know, percentage if you're closer to the pole.
Well, height is certainly a factor in netball nowadays. So it's 3-1 here at Court 2, the Tanteen Netball Complex, downtown St. George's, Grenada. Cayman Islands pushing into the
Nice interception
attacking
there by the
turn.
goalkeeper.
And sometimes you have these beautiful interceptions, you know, something that you really admire from these teams. Cayman Islands. So Anthony for center for Antigua and Barbuda. Another point. It's 4-1 in favor of Antigua and Barbuda. Regis. The work is cut out for Regis in this one. 4-1. Antigua and Barbuda trailing. Antigua and Barbuda still in possession. Trying to find the long arms of Regis. Regis goes up and in. 4-2.
A nice balance there on that line.
And she has great athletic ability.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'll tell you what, we pick up play in the center third with the Cayman Islands. 4-2 Cayman Islands over Antigua and Barbuda. Seems like the ball is slippery. Certainly so. Antigua and Barbuda.
So the umpire took note and has asked for a change of ball.
And that's a bit of a wisdom there on the umpire's path to have a change in the ball. Let's get a dry ball on court. So Wilson and Copeland entrusted with the Cayman Islands to get those ball above the rim. Antigua and Barbuda. Long hands again from Regis. Regis goes up and converts. 4-3.
Pass there from the wing attack. I always say a good lob must land on the court. So if it doesn't, then it's not a good lob.
A little bit of frustration from Pinch. Regis again. That long arms of Regis goes up, and we all tied up here. Antigua and Barbuda against the Cayman Islands. And as you said, Sapphire, this promises to be much of a competitive game.
Absolutely. Everybody's fighting, of course. You know, they want to get, this is, as well, they're fighting for ranking. So all games are important. So this is not a game that is matters for the tournament, as in the ECCB trophy, but it is a ranking game.
It's a ranking game. So Copeland went up and increased the score by 1, so it's 5-4. And great defensive work from the Cayman Islands. Up in the attacking third now is the Cayman Islands. Ball played into Copeland. Copeland gets it back again, and she goes up, and she doesn't miss, does she? She's coming away with it.
Antigua usually makes those.
She
usually
does.
So she's probably just getting a little warm.
Antigua and Barbuda up 5-4 here against the Cayman Islands in early stages of the game. We're in the first quarter. Antigua with the outbound. Ball played in. Lose possession, the Cayman Islands. And the call from the bench is to stay calm, stay focused. A win for the Cayman Islands up court now. And looking for Copeland. Copeland has it. Goes back out. And in goes Copeland with one step. And converts. So 5 apiece. Sapphire. I just like Sapphire instead of Sophia. Sapphire. We're downtown St. George's, Grenada. It's 5 apiece here at the Tanteen Netball Complex. Antigua and Barbuda, they're coming up. They're up against Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands push 1 ahead now. 6-5. It's the Cayman Islands. And in the other game played on court number 1, Barbados, well, they're taking on St. Lucia. That's an interesting encounter also.
Yes, I'll have to watch it when I go back.
Regis goes up and goes up by 2 is Antigua and Barbuda. 7-5. Antigua and Barbuda over the Cayman Islands. Tristan encounter here at court number 2.
Yeah, it's very interesting that Antigua is, well, it's not interesting. Antigua is a fighting team, so I expect that type of hard work.
Cayman Islands bring it back to 1.
It's for them to maintain it. That's what typically happens. Towards the end, you need to maintain what you're doing from the beginning.
Certainly so, Sapphire. 7-6 is Antigua and Barbuda leading by 1 point. And there goes the whistle.
See, now these you know, these I call these rookie mistakes or
Footwork
yeah, mistakes you shouldn't be making at this level.
at this level.
Especially if you have a lead that you want to keep, you have to cut those out.
7 goes to 6. And we've been making that comment throughout the tournament that there's some simple unforced errors that should not be in a tournament like this.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the girls have to focus on those.
7 goes to 6. Antigua and Barbuda over the Cayman Islands. Long Sachin ball trying to find Regis. And out of touch. 7 goes to 6 we have here. We'll probably do a confirmation on the score shortly. 8-5. I'm understanding. It goes to 5. Antigua and Barbuda. We were saying 7, but it goes to 5. Antigua up by 3 points. So I must commend my production crew here. They're working very feverishly hard this morning to bring us the best quality product that you can get out of netball here. Sunday morning at the Tanteen Netball Complex, downtown St. George's, Grenada. It's 8 goes to 5. The Cayman Islands, it goes to 6 now. Cayman Islands up by 2 points. Antigua and Barbuda working hard on defense. Probably one of the best defensive teams we've seen in the tournament in terms of the physicality.
Maybe one of. I think St. Lucia is also up there in terms of defense. But yes, they have a strong defense as well.
I tell you what, St. Lucia kept Grenada at bay for quite some time. In fact, the entire match, you know, just silencing the crowd. St. Lucia winning that game, I think by what, 12 points?
No. It was probably like
a little closer.
4 when
4
we
points.
actually won because Grenada had that burst at the end there.
Oh, yes.
Where they had that run and
they
were
on the
coming
run.
up. We
were on the run. We were on the run.
Mm-hmm.
Antigua and Barbuda trying to find Regis. Contact. Regis goes up and converts. It goes to 7. Antigua trailed by 1 point.
The other thing too is now that the sun is out, that's another beating on the ladies. We were hoping the game would start at 6:30 so they would get away from that, but now they have to weather the heat and then rest to come back again later tonight. Well,
the guys were working hard to get the court dried up this morning. Thought they started a bit late, the process, but nonetheless, you make an important point there, Sapphire, that the sun is out blazing, and these teams are back on court later on, so they definitely would need some rest today. Copeland goes up and makes it another point for the Cayman Islands. They're up on 9. 9 goes to 7 here at the Tanteen Netball Complex. 9-7.
Antigua is definitely not making it easy for them, so that's a good thing. Gives them a chance to get like this. They missed that. To get some rebounds and maybe convert. But they have to get the rebound. If the shooter misses, get the rebound so you can give your team an opportunity to score.
The tall figure and went up again and converted, bringing the score to 10-7 in favor of the Cayman Islands. Antigua in the attacking third now, trying to find Regis on the other end. And she does. Regis goes up and converts. 10 goals to 8. Antigua trailing.
The wing attack and the goal shooter are connecting pretty well there for Antigua.
Wilson goes across court, trying to find Copeland, but no, Wilson's back with it again, and Wilson's going to have one. She goes up and scores. 11-8. Cayman Islands lead. Are they going to go into the second quarter with that lead? Only time will tell. 2 interesting games here on court number 1, court number 2. Barbados, on the other hand, they're taking on St. Lucia. St. Lucia with a great win last night over host country Grenada. Antigua.
Again, the defenses on both teams are working. So the shooters do not have an easy match. They have to work for their goals.
I tell you what, great defensive work on both teams. Antigua goes up, makes it 9. 11-9 is Antigua and Barbuda trailing to the Cayman Islands. And that was court time. And early to call, really, Sapphire, in this game, you know.
Oh, absolutely too early to call.
There were some games that you could have made the call even at the end of the first quarter, but this one, similarly, will go down to the fourth quarter.
We have to wait and see.
Another point. Copeland is on fire. Copeland is on fire. Another point. She goes up to 12 with the Cayman Islands. 12-9.
And Antigua brought in a new center here, some fresh legs.
Both teams will definitely have to use their bench today because they're back out again later. This is a game that both teams need to win in terms of improving their rankings at the world stage. And Nikki winning there. It's a goal. And across court comes it. Wilson into Copeland. Copeland goes up and converts. 13-9. 13-9 is the Cayman Islands over Antigua and Barbuda. And the Cayman Islands looking to make a run now is Wilson. Wilson back out and trying to find Copeland. Yes, Copeland goes up and Copeland scores. 14-9, the Cayman Islands over Antigua and Barbuda. And a little run for the Cayman Islands.
Yes. And I'm noticing, you know, on the Antiguan defense, the shooter always takes a step up. Now, if the shooter takes a step up, you can maintain that distance from her landing foot. But they're still giving her more space. They should stay on there and pressure her even more.
Too much space they're giving Copeland. And it's the end of the first quarter. It's 14-9, the end of the first quarter. What did you make of the first quarter, Sapphire?
Good game. I think like everybody's still warming up. You know, nobody's like, you know, too far ahead. So I expect a little bit more intensity in the next quarter as they've now warmed up in the first.
Well, Copeland is on fire in the first quarter. Let's see what she has to offer in the second quarter. Antigua, on the other hand, will definitely have to be a little bit closer on defense, a little bit tighter on defense. Otherwise, the Cayman Islands can run away with this. But what we're going to do, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, more exciting netball action. Dunktown St. George's, Grenada. That's where we are, the ECCB International Netball Series.
Yeah, yeah. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. The sky isn't even the limit. Girl power has us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh, women of the Caribbean. Yeah, yeah. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. The sky isn't even the limit. Girl power has us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh. Yeah, yeah. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. The sky isn't even the limit. Girl power has us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh, women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah, we've healed the sky.
So we back here at downtown St. George's, Grenada, at the start of the second quarter in the match against Antigua and Barbuda against the Cayman Islands. And a while ago we were talking, Sapphire, and both teams are closely ranked.
They are. Yes. Cayman is 40 and Antigua 44. So this is an important match for them.
Cayman ranked 40 in the world, and Antigua and Barbuda, they're ranked 44. So that's going to be a really close one today. Into the second quarter, the Cayman Islands are leading 14 goals to 9. Cayman Islands with it now. There goes Wilson. Wilson goes up and Wilson converts.
Nice long shot there.
15 goals to 9. The Cayman Islands leading over Antigua and Barbuda. Center pass to Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua and Barbuda working the ball up court now into the attacking third.
So Cayman is double marking the goal shooter. That means their goal attack is a little more free. So she has to help work that ball in so that they get a better chance at goal. And she goes for a nice long one there. In.
That's the goal attack, Bernard, for the Cayman. It's 15 to 9. 15 to 10, sorry. 15 to 10. A 5-point gap between the Cayman Islands and Antigua and Barbuda. Ball played in.
A little collision there. So it's hard to watch that.
Yeah. Copeland goes up and Copeland converts. 16 to 10. The Cayman Islands over and center pass to the Cayman Islands. Ball into the center third. She goes back. Plays it to Lewis. Was that Lewis? Ball played into Wilson. Wilson
nice
collects.
job.
Wilson collects again. Wilson goes up and Wilson converts. 17 to 10, Sapphire. And you could see that the Cayman Islands, they did their work at the interval. Whatever the coaches said to them, they come out red hot into the second quarter.
And it's, I like what the goal attack did there. She missed the ball, but she got it back. And she ensured that she converted.
17 to 10. The Cayman Islands, they lead over Antigua and Barbuda. And they are certainly showing why they are higher rank than Antigua and Barbuda.
The goal defense got away there. She was offside, but the umpire didn't see.
Didn't pick it up. That's what happens.
Yeah, they can't see everything.
They cannot see everything for sure. We can pick it up from the sidelines. Another point to the Cayman Islands. They've gone up to 18 points to 10, so an 8-point gap between the Cayman Islands and Antigua and Barbuda.
I mentioned the ranking, but Cayman is definitely not playing like a 40-ranked team. This year, for sure, they're not playing like that. They're playing much higher than that. So,
yeah.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what changes are made after this round of games.
19 to 10. The Cayman Islands running away with the second quarter. And we're probably in the halfway stage, if not just a little bit below the halfway stage in the second quarter. A point for Antigua and Barbuda. 19 to 11. Copeland goes up and Copeland converts.
They're getting in pretty smoothly into their circle.
Without a fight, I must say.
Yeah, not as hard as the first quarter. So Antigua will have to pick that up if they want to close on that lead.
20 to 11. Long stretching arms. And she pivots really well.
Yes, yes, and good balance as well.
With good balance, yes. Regis misses. But the ball is going to be still with Antigua and Barbuda.
That wing attack waited she waited well so that the goal shooter could get free.
Misses. That's Bernard.
They missed again.
20-11. What has been a nice tournament so far, Sapphire? Because, I mean, we've seen ups, we've seen downs, we've seen close games, we've seen games with big margins, but by and large, it's been a wonderful tournament so far.
Absolutely. Really good netball. That's what we're here for, right? To see the sport grow even more. And we're seeing that the players, even from last year, I played last year, and some of the competitors and everybody has worked hard and are doing even better this year. So I'm happy to see the growth of the sport of the different teams.
Stepping out of line was Copeland. Ball goes with Antigua and Barbuda. Up court goes Antigua and Barbuda, losing possession. Cayman Islands on the counter attack. And ball played into Wilson. Wilson goes up and converts. 21-12. The Cayman Islands lead over Antigua and Barbuda. Wonderful netball action with downtown St. George's, the capital of Grenada, Spice Country. Sunday morning, what was supposed to be church services converted into a very competitive netball match.
Netball service.
A netball service. And Antigua on 12. 22 is the Cayman Islands. Center pass to the Cayman Islands.
And a new center back on. The original center is back on. Yes, she needed some rest.
Yes, she needed a little bit of a breather.
Yesterday they did some hydration breaks. I'm not sure if they're going to.
Yes, they probably should do that this morning.
Yeah, because the sun
That's
is
Anthony. Anthony is back on court, but good footwork there from the Cayman Islands. Cayman Island goes up to 23-12. We're in the second quarter. Kiki has it now. Kiki touches inside but loses out. And the players are, the communication between the players on the court is quite good in terms of getting around.
It's important, and sometimes people are turning their backs and they're still getting the ball sent to them, so they have to shout out their names.
Copeland goes up once again. She did and converted 24-12. A 12-point gap between the Cayman Islands and Antigua and Barbuda. And if you're in St. John's, wherever you are in Antigua, you will want to pray and hope that these girls are going to bounce back. Cayman Islands 25-12. They're running away with this game in the second quarter. Antigua will have to dig deep. And deep they will have to dig. Good interception play from Lewis.
Lewis is doing a phenomenal job in defense
in
all her games. She's really putting on some pressure on the shooters and helping her team to advance in their scores.
Well, Lewis and Kiki, they've been doing a fantastic job on the defensive end for the Cayman Islands. Bernard up. Regis comes away with a fadeaway.
That's for real. That
you see this in basketball.
Yes.
Michael Jordan would have loved to see that. So great.
That's really good.
Oh, you look for the spectacular move. The dexterity of these players cannot be underestimated.
Correct.
Even my production crew is smiling. You can see that. They're happy with what they're seeing. 25-12, 26-12 now. And the Cayman Islands, they're really playing as a team. You can see that they're stringing their passes nicely. They're getting into good positions, and it's paying great dividends.
And they're patient. They're patient, taking their time. And the shooters know their ranges, and so they make sure they get into their range before trying for a shot.
What I do like about the Cayman Islands team is that they control the pace of the game. You know, how fast they play, how slow. They can slow it down when they're ready. They can build the tempo when they're ready. They're in total control.
Correct. And I think that's attributed to their center, the captain, Gao. She's definitely keeping them, moderate or sped up or slow down. She's keeping that pace going well. She's leading her team pretty well.
Another one for Copeland for the Cayman Islands. They go up to 27-12. And they would have definitely outscored Antigua and Barbuda by so much in the Second quarter, Copeland again. Copeland goes up and scores.
And she did that step again. That means the defender can stand right by her and put up the hand, but they're giving her space. So they're
Just
missing out on
too
that
much
opportunity.
time and space. Sapphire, too much time and space. Antigua and Barbuda is giving Copeland. Copeland is having a field day. And on the other hand, Lynch and Lewis, Kiki and Lewis there, they're hard on defense too. They're not giving away anything cheaply.
Yeah, they're making the goal shooter quite frustrated down there. with the
Very
double
frustrating.
teaming.
But this game is all about Copeland. Copeland is ripping havoc on
Absolutely.
Antigua and Barbuda.
The accuracy is important, right?
She's been very accurate. Her percentage is very, very high. It's 29-13.
We have a turnover there from Antigua. Again, not something you want. It's your center pass. You want to get to goal. But
Too
unfortunately,
many unforced errors, says Sapphire.
especially on your center pass, you want to convert your center pass. Everybody has an equal chance in netball. That's one thing, right? But if you don't convert yours, then you get, you start losing.
Quick points. Very quick points for Cayman Islands. They move up to 31. 31-13. The Cayman Islands over Antigua and Barbuda, and the St. John's girls, the Falconites. The Falconitas, I call them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they're in the CPL as the
Oh,
Falcons.
okay.
So the
So they're
Falcons
the
for the men, they're the Falconitas for the ladies. You know what I'm saying? It's quite
Okay,
interesting.
then.
I hope I don't get in trouble for this.
All right, not sure.
This exciting netball. It's Sunday morning.
So then we should be the St. Lucia Queens.
Oh,
but
this-
no, we're not. We're the Peter Sparks.
Well, the Peters. How do we call the St. Lucians?
The St. Lucians are the St. Lucia Kings. The Kings.
Yeah, the Kings. So
Right.
we call the Queens, right?
No. We're the Peter Sparks. We're not the
The
Queens.
Peters?
The Peter Sparks.
Oh, the
That's
Peter
our
Sparks.
team name, yes.
The Peter Sparks. I didn't know they were the Peter Sparks.
Yes.
What am I saying?
yes.
What am I saying? The Peter Sparks. Well, the Peter Sparks, they did do the Sparks on Grenada.
Okay, yes.
They burned the
them
place down.
Bust their pipe. I told one of my friends we greased them down.
Oh, we got greased down last night. God, wait, did you hear that? We got greased down last night. I'm unhappy.
Oil down,
I'm not
yeah.
happy. I'm not happy.
Under the collar leaf.
Hey, sorry, see how that one? We got greased down last night. I'll tell you what. Center pass goes to the Cayman Islands. Cayman's dominating possession here,
See
controlling the pace of the game. And oh, that's a nice long one from Wilson.
I will say though that the defender has to be careful not to just follow the player, right? Because you're really marking the pole. And that loose ball, if she was concentrating, she could have probably gotten that as well. Because there was a loose ball going all down there. And she didn't
Certainly.
notice because she was focused on the player.
Certainly, but it was Wilson from downtown. And she converts 33-13. And Cayman Islands quick up the court, back into Copeland. Copeland goes up.
Copeland's are missing.
Copeland is on fire.
Yes, indeed.
34-14. A 20-point gap. Cayman leads over Antigua and Barbuda.
We were saying earlier it was too soon to call, but I think with a 20
Yeah, it
gap
seems
lead,
like we're going to call that one. That 20-point gap is
it's hard.
it's hard to come back
from.
from 20
Mhm.
points, especially in this one, unless it's a miraculous effort
Exactly.
it will take. But Copeland is on fire.
And I love me some fire.
Sapphire Copeland is on fire.
Yes.
35-14.
Okay, so Antigua is making a change here. This is a young lady who usually plays wing defense. She's going into the goalkeeper position. So let's see. Helps make a change.
Sometimes some of these changes are necessary. Trying to stop the stem. Trying to stop the stem.
Change the rhythm a little bit.
Change the rhythm a little bit. Wilson goes up. But even Wilson is having a high percentage of shots today.
Yeah.
I must say.
Absolutely.
Wilson is playing without any fear, with all the confidence is Wilson today. She's well supported by her teammate, Copeland. 36-14. The Cayman Islands lead over Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua and Barbuda into the attacking third now, trying to find Regis. Regis, oh, what an athletic play from Regis. But coming away with it. Quick pass into the center. Quick pass again into Wilson. Wilson back out. Who has it? Wilson one more time, and she doesn't miss.
Nice work there on the back line to get free. She kept her foot close to the post, stretched out. So now they have to give her free feet, and she has an easier chance at goal.
Great athletic ability from the Cayman Island girls this morning. They came out here for a win. They wanted the win, and they're well on their way to winning this match, 37-14. Antigua just going through the paces now, hoping that we can get the whistle to end the second quarter.
Correct.
To regroup.
Yeah, they have to do a lot of work to gain back any lead here. But, you know, anything is possible, really. Anything is possible.
I like the aspect that everything is possible, Sapphire, because they need some serious possibilities here to at least close the gap. And to me, in the ranking, if you lose and you lose bad, that's an issue. If you lose but you don't lose so bad, will also be an issue.
Right. So, yeah, they have to maintain the goal difference is important as well, trying to keep closer to your opponent versus having a very large gap in between. So, definitely.
Well, it's a nice quarter. If you were the Cayman Islands fans, it's a really nice quarter for you. If you're the Antiguan fans, you just might be thinking, what is happening to us? What are we doing that is not good? Yeah. What do we need to do? Could we end in the quarter on 37-15? What is it that Antigua needs to do in the third quarter?
They have to limit their mistakes and also have to work hard to help the goal shooter a little bit. She's been double teamed, and you know you only win the games by scoring goals, right? So they have to help her get the ball closer. Maybe the goal attack needs to come out a little more to do some shots so that maybe the defenders might see, oh, she's also a threat. Let's not double team the shooter. So they have to do something to get their goal shooter a little more free. And it just have to keep putting on the pressure.
And if you're the Cayman Islands, what would you tell your players?
Keep on doing what you're doing. It's working. You know, they're several goals ahead to keep doing what you're doing.
They say when it don't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So 37 to Cayman Islands, 14 to Antigua and Barbuda. What we'll do, we'll take a short break and we'll come back momentarily just to wrap up on things, to look forward to tonight's matches, and then we'll come to courtside one more time for the start of the third quarter. We'll take a short break. It's the ECCB International Netball Series, Downtown St. George's, Grenada.
Netball, netball, yes, exciting edge of your seat netball is back. It's the 5th ECCB International Netball Series in the Spice Isle of Grenada, August 23rd to 31st at Tanteen Netball Complex in St. George's. Witness 7 ECCB member countries: Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines battle for the coveted Gloria Valentine Championship Trophy. But wait, there's more. The 5th ECCB International Netball Series will also feature visiting teams from Barbados, the Cayman Islands, and Guyana, who will reign supreme at the 5th ECCB International Netball Series. Go on out to the Netball Complex at Tanteen or connect to the ECCB Connect's Facebook page and YouTube channel for live coverage of the matches. It's netball action at its best. Excellence and empowerment through sports.
Yeah, yeah. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. The sky isn't even the limit. Girl power has us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh. Moving with decency.
and go home and get some stuff. I thought we was gonna face the camera first. Are we going straight back into the game? Huh? Now we can win, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So we back downtown St. George's, Grenada, the capital city. And Tanteen Netball Complex is the place we are this morning. What was supposed to be Sunday church service has been converted into two beautiful netball matches. Antigua and Barbuda sporting their customary yellow and black. That's the away kit. And they're starting up a little bit of frustration.
No, she did a stepping and she knew that she made a silly mistake.
She just charged herself with that mistake.
But I've never seen her in the goal shoot position, so it's probably new to her as well.
Well, last night we saw Kato switching
over to goalkeeper, yes, trying something, but it didn't work, right? It didn't work.
It didn't work. In fact, immediately they had to go back to goal shoot. Antigua coming away with it. The start of the third quarter, 37-15. And the official score. And Antigua will have to pull something out of the hat in this quarter if they have to make something out of this game. Safi?
Yes, they absolutely do. But I see that they're bringing a little patience, smaller passes, making sure they find somebody free before releasing the ball. So that should help. But they have to convert. You only win a game by scoring goals.
Goals win matches. We all time hear that in sport. And Antigua going up on the score sheet. They go up to 16 points. 16 points to 37 points. And Antigua trailing. And Cayman Islands is not letting out. So going into Copeland. Copeland goes up and Copeland converts. 38 to the Cayman Islands. Antigua and Barbuda walking the ball around the court now is Antigua and Barbuda into the shooting arc. And she's crying out. Regis is not back on the court, so let's see how Antigua and Barbuda will favor that combination.
Yeah, I wonder what's up. Maybe she's injured a little.
Is it that
interesting to take out your main shooter when you're down?
Is it that they've conceded defeat already? Who knows?
Not sure. Yeah.
16 to Antigua and Barbuda, 38 to the Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands, that's Kiki. Come away with it into the Bernard. Bernard to Lewis. Across court. Trying to find Bernard.
Good idea.
And for me, it's just the athletic ability and the dexterity of this Cayman Island player.
Absolutely.
That catches my eye.
You can tell they've been training hard, right? You can tell.
Kiki just loosened out. This
nice
pinch.
Patience there from the center.
Whistle goes. Looking forward to later Safi?
Oh, absolutely. Should be exciting. Grenada is up against St. Vincent. St. Lucia is actually taking on Cayman Islands, and we have a few more matches as well. The last session of the tournament.
And
And then
tell
we
you
have
what,
the closing ceremony after that.
St. Lucia, Cayman Islands, that's a game.
That's a game. That's definitely a game.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough one to call from now.
Yep, absolutely.
St. Lucia, Cayman Islands.
And this is the last for each team after playing so many, so you can't really rely on what you've seen
Well,
already.
Tell you what, the Cayman Islands, they have been playing some superb netball here in Grenada. It's the ECCB International Netball Series in downtown St. George's, Grenada. Cayman Islands piling on the pressure, piling on the points against Antigua and Barbuda. They're up 39 points to 17. And Antigua and Barbuda will have to pull something out of the hat, something spectacular, to make something out of this match here this morning. What is supposed to be an early game, it was delayed due to some rain last night, and the covers had to be pulled off a little bit later. But nonetheless, we have played hot sunshine in St. George's, Grenada. 9 countries together with Grenada makes it 10. 10 countries in this tournament, and what a flavor to a tournament.
Yeah, we're happy to see that actually. This is the first time Guyana has been with us. This is actually, I think, their first time in a very long time.
And I was making the point, Safia. You see, Guyana, that's a country with money.
Okay.
Look out for Guyana in the
Look out for
future.
them. Absolutely. They will they will invest. And that's the thing we need as well in the sport. We need investment. We need more finance.
And everybody cries out for
better.
investment in sport. We need to inject
absolutely
more
need it.
resources. We need to
And they will see the
develop
results.
the sport, and we need to develop the
Yes.
infrastructure also.
Oh, yes. You see, if we had an indoor stadium, we wouldn't be dealing with this rain story, correct?
Sophia is crying out for an indoor stadium, an
all our
indoor
islands
complex.
need them. All our islands.
All islands, she
Who's
said,
gonna help?
needs an indoor complex so that when rain falls, play can also continue.
We have all these investors coming into our countries. They can give us some indoor courts? No? It's too much
She's
to ask.
talking for what investors have. I got you, Sophia. I got you. I got you. Well, we hope that those investors
Yes,
are
are
listening.
listening. Please help us out. We need it.
Please help
We
out
need
netball.
facilities.
Netball is a professional sport.
It is. It absolutely is. However, we haven't been able to transition that in the Caribbean. Hopefully, we can do that.
Well,
As we
let's
play more and we create more structures, we get investment. we
get
can
investment,
do that.
get
we can
investment.
Do that.
And it's a call for the business community, the private
Correct.
sector, and also
Correct.
government to really
Correct.
inject those funds.
All right. Yes. We'll be reaching out, you know. We just hope they say yes when we do.
Lester Smith alongside Sophia from St. Lucia. How we call it? The
Peter Sparks.
The Peter Sparks.
Yes.
Well, the Peter Sparks, well, they sparked out Grenada last night from the court. They created such spark that it went into fire.
Okay. Yes, that's what we like. I was saying I had to make sure that I mentioned, you know, persons like organizations like ECCB who have been on board with us. You know,
Right.
we need more
Yeah.
persons who believe in the sport like they do, because they definitely inject a lot in the sport to have us even come to this tournament. So we're thankful for that, and we're just looking for more organizations to help us expand even more.
I saw the boss last night,
Yes,
Timothy Antoine.
yes, absolutely.
He was in
It
good
was
spirits.
to see him
And the
here, yeah.
ECCB controls the banking system
Yeah,
in Eastern
okay.
Caribbean. So
Maybe they
what?
can find a little extra, you know, on the balance sheet lines, you know.
She's talking accounts now. She's talking balance sheet. Let's get back to the game. Antigua and Barbuda, 17. The Cayman Islands, 41. But I mean, interesting conversation, really, Sapphire, in terms of investment in sport and investment in the ladies, you know?
Yes, yes. And you know, when you invest in women, the result, the turnaround is tenfold, you know.
Yeah, and these
The
ladies,
return.
man, I'm telling you, there's such talented ladies here on court side. The dexterity and the athleticism in these ladies, there's a lot to cheer for, a lot to emulate.
Yes.
Cayman Islands.
And investing in sports and investing in the health of your country, right?
Because
You
the
keep
health of a
active.
country is the wealth of a country.
Okay, and you keep active, reduce maybe all of the need for the, you know, medical attention. We need proper facilities. Well, we do still have a lot of
Proper.
medical attention needed because the facilities are not the greatest. We have
And I
quite
was-
a few injuries and stuff of
Yeah,
that
I was
nature
even
because of
making the point, like in
surfaces.
this tournament, Sapphire, an ambulance should have been stationed here throughout the entire tournament, not having to call an ambulance to come to the tournament.
And then again, I think it speaks to maybe your ambulance is needed for other parts of your country. So
Correct.
it's like, the first,
Correct.
the infrastructure, we don't have enough. We
need
need
to
more.
improve on the infrastructure, says Sapphire from St. Lucia.
And it's not a call to Grenada. Eh? This is
It's
me.
a wider Caribbean
it's a
call.
Caribbean. I'll talk on St. Lucia first. I'll beat them down first before I beat down anybody else.
She wants to take some blows to St. Lucia, but I tell you what, equally so, you can take the blows across the Caribbean.
Across the Caribbean.
Netball action here is the ECCB International Netball Series. Antigua and Barbuda in the away kit, that yellow, black, and red, against the customary Cayman Islands, the blue and the red and the white. Cayman Islands lead 44-17. What is a foregone conclusion, it seems to me, Sapphire, because
so. They've run away with it.
They've run away with it in the third quarter, and there's still another quarter to play.
Yeah.
In the other game, Barbados, they're taking on St. Lucia. I don't know if you got scores in this game, Sapphire, but
it's not close.
It's your home crowd. Is it Barbados leading over St. Lucia?
Barbados is leading, unfortunately.
St. Lucia would have come into today's game with a high, defeating Grenada last night.
Correct.
By 4 points.
Yes.
The Peter Sparks. Don't forget, later on today, we have the closing ceremony. That's going to be preceded by Grenada playing against St. Vincent. And that's the grudge match, really. Because both teams have been in and out of this competition in terms of first place.
Exactly.
Grenada won, St. Vincent won, Grenada won, St. Vincent won, and St. Vincent are now the defending champions.
Correct.
So they have all to play for. Undefeated in the tournament so far. They crushed everybody, including the Cayman Islands, including Barbados.
So it'll be nice to see Grenada comes out to try to redeem themselves.
I would love that match. I would love that match to be decided in the fourth quarter. I love that match to be decided in the fourth quarter.
To see. That would be great netball to see.
Certainly. Cayman Islands 46, Grenada, Antigua 17, 17-46. Cayman Islands in possession. And on the court still is Wilson and
wasting no time there.
Copeland. And there's a certain level of urgency also.
Yes, Cayman has urgency. Antigua would have to do that type of urgency to close on that lead. And that's the thing, it's one thing to trail, but you don't want to trail by too much. You want to ensure you can clean that up, make the gap as short as possible, so you have a better average.
Cayman Islands against Antigua and Barbuda. Blazing sunshine here at St. George's, the capital of Grenada. The hub of the ECCB International Netball Series. 10 countries, 1 champion. That will be decided later.
Give a shout out to the wing attack from Antigua. We've played together under 16.
Wow.
We went to university together.
Wow.
So you
That's
build friendships
and
from
that's what I like about this tournament also. You build friends. Netball is a sport. For me, of all the sports I've experienced, netball unites more. As a player, as players on teams from various countries, netball has it.
It's like a family sport, I think they were mentioning, because you find a lot of daughters involved, whether it be in administration, in whatever, like my mom is the president and stuff of that nature. So, it's a family affair.
Yeah, and some of the concepts that you see in this tournament, like the Cayman Islands team, on their T-shirt, it says collect, pass, shoot, smile.
Right, and repeat.
Interesting. I love that concept. Some of them have great concepts, St. Vincent's coming in the tournament as the Jewels.
Yes, the Vinci Jewels.
The Vinci Jewels, the Spice Girls.
Yes.
The Bajan Gems.
Right.
They got these lovely, lovely names.
Yes.
I love the Bajan Gems. Yes. In fact, I was admonished when I came in and I said the Vinci Heat. They say, hey, no. You never say that around the Vinci women. The Vinci women ain't nothing about Heat. It's the footballers that know about the Heat. The Vinci women are the Jewels.
So you cannot call the Falconites. You cannot do that.
The Cayman Islands, they open.
Find out what their name is.
I was saying the Falconitas.
Well, that's... They may not like
because
that.
in cricket, you have the Antigua Falcons.
Okay.
And they are the men.
Okay.
So I was just thinking, well, the ladies will be the Falconitas.
I doubt.
48. Is it 48 to
Tell us
18.
The Cayman Orchids.
Oh, the Cayman Orchids.
There we go.
Why do you guys take so long to tell us that? The Cayman Orchids. Collect, pass, shoot. Antigua and Barbuda. So we got a new one here, Sapphire. Is the Cayman Orchids.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they have
Right.
some really nice names.
Very
These
nice
ladies. These ladies are sporting some great outfits, and they're also sporting some great names. St. Lucia battling on the other end with Barbados on court number 1. Cayman Orchids. The Cayman Orchids are doing their best.
Nice play there by Rose.
Rose into Wilson. 1 minute 20 in the third quarter. 49 to 18. The Cayman Islands lead over Antigua and Barbuda. Wonderful action.
I notice Antigua is making a lot of changes. Persons who don't typically play in those positions, they're trying out. I mean, I guess this is the time to do that.
Yes,
See
and
if something can work. You
And
know?
some of the players who were not featured really in the tournament, you know, they should give them that playing time.
Exactly.
Especially the young players.
Correct.
Who, you know, you
Yes.
get to give them some playing time.
The exposure so that next year, coming games,
will
they
come
have
with the
more
experience.
experience. Yes.
Yeah, there goes Copeland. And some great encouragement from the coaching staff from the Cayman Islands. Good movement of the ball, good movement of the players. They're my team in the tournament in terms of the attack.
Okay.
St. Vincent's, for me, the best all-round team.
All around, okay.
Yes. And
Yeah,
St.
Cayman
Lucia
has
also.
definitely
Yeah.
stepped up. Great
And
showing.
just as you said, they're not playing as a team that
They're
is ranked 44th in the world.
Absolutely not. So I look forward to seeing what they come up with now after these games. The new rank, it should be higher, you know, the next release.
Well, they are having breakfast, you can say, over Antigua and Barbuda.
Absolutely.
And speaking about breakfast, we'll get into that breakfast mood in a while. We have some interesting analogy when it comes to breakfast in Grenada and St. Lucia. We stand in. So it's the end of the third quarter, and the scores is locked in 51 to 18. We're going to get into the breakfast segment shortly. Sonics, I know you're quite interested into what they have to offer us this morning. I'm told that sausage will be on the menu. But it's the Cayman Islands Orchid, 51 to Antigua and Barbuda 18. We end the third quarter. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk more netball, more exciting action here. Downtown St. George's, Grenada, the hub of the ECCB International Netball Series. Take a short break. We'll be right back.
Netball, netball, yes, exciting edge of your seat netball is back. It's the 5th ECCB International Netball Series in the Spice Isle of Grenada, August 23rd to 31st at Tanteen Netball Complex in St. George's. Witness 7 ECCB member countries: Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines battle for the coveted Gloria Valentine Championship Trophy. But wait, there's more. The 5th ECCB International Netball Series will also feature visiting teams from Barbados, the Cayman Islands, and Guyana, who will reign supreme at the 5th ECCB International Netball Series. Go on out to the Netball Complex at Tanteen or connect to the ECCB Connect's Facebook page and YouTube channel for live coverage of the matches. It's netball action at its best. Excellence and empowerment through sports.
Yeah, yeah. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. us all in it. We surely making our mark, shining a light in the dark. Oh, women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah. We've healed the scars, now we're shooting stars, not just here for the ride. Moving with decency and pride. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. Yeah, yeah. Women of the Caribbean, rising higher. The sky isn't even the limit.
And we're back with the final quarter of this matchup between Cayman Islands and Antigua and Barbuda. Cayman Islands leading Antigua 51-18. Very far lead. But all Antigua will probably need to do is just clean it up a little bit. We're at the St. George's, Tanteen in St. George's, and Cayman Islands has possession. Footwork call there on Cayman Islands, so Antigua is now in possession. As we see here, Antigua is taking their time, doing some short passes, safe passes, to try to ensure that they actually convert that ball. Let's see if they will. And they go for goal. Convert. Center pass Antigua, so that means they stole Cayman's center to convert. Let's see if they can finish off now. And we have a steal from Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands moving swiftly into their goal circle, and we have a score from Copeland as we expect. Cayman Islands possession. Quick pass into the goal shooter. Who gets an obstruction call, and she converts. Center pass, Antigua. Score, Cayman Islands 53, Antigua 19. We are in the final quarter of this matchup between Cayman Islands, ranked 40, Antigua and Barbuda, ranked 44. Important matchup for both countries. Ooh. Oh, deflection, but an obstruction called there on Cayman Islands. So Antigua gets a chance now at goal. Let's see if they will convert. Noticeably, Antigua has a different set of players in the shooting circle, not the normal shooters there, trying out new things on the team. And even though they have a right to do so, in a matchup like this, they're already so far behind, they might as well see if there's other combinations that will bring them some success. Copeland fires a long shot and misses. Antigua with the rebound, heading up the court. Let's see if they convert that miss from Cayman. Cayman is fighting hard to get back that ball. They know how it is. They want to convert every center pass. Antigua called, held ball. Too long, too long. Cayman got that ball back that they missed. And of course, they will work hard to ensure that it's converted. And she does. We have Cayman Islands at 54, Antigua at 19, and Cayman Islands in possession. Copeland going for a long shot there. She gets obstructed by the goalkeeper, so she has a second chance at goal. And she misses again, but her teammate gets that rebound, converts it, and so the goal is for Cayman, getting them to 55. Antigua still on 19. And a turnover by Antigua, and a costly one. At times like these, you want to ensure that you can convert at least your center pass, because you get an equal opportunity, you want to convert those. Cayman again with a swift entry into the goal shooter and a conversion. Cayman again there with a conversion, making them get to 57. Antigua on 19. Quite a while on at 19. Let's see if they will change that score. They got a call of obstruction. They get to advance to the transverse line. Moving on, wing attack, looking for her goal shooter. She connects, but she's not comfortable in that range, so she's trying to get closer to the pole. Goal attack goes up, and she scores even under the obstruction. Cayman Islands center pass. Cayman Islands still playing with much intensity, even in this fourth quarter, testament to their fitness. Let's see if they will convert this one. We expect them to. And she does. Antigua now in possession. Moving on to their circle. Goal shooter takes an attempt. And now they've broken that little 19 spell to get to 20. Cayman Islands at 58. Goal shooter came outside. Oh, and she's called for stepping. So Antigua gets to see if they can convert that mistake there from Cayman. Antigua shooters working pretty hard to get free, just not able to hold on to the ball in the circle, and Cayman Island goes away with it. They're into their goal circle. Goal attack with the ball. And she converts. Cayman leading now. 58-21. 59-21. All right, Cayman in possession in the center third. And Copeland shoots. Nothing but net. Cayman with possession again. That means they converted on Antigua center pass just a while ago. Will they convert theirs? And they do. That's what you want. You want to convert at least your center pass. Antigua being intentional about their passes now. Short, safe, even if it's many. But they're looking like they want to be sure that they make accurate passes into their players versus too many long balls. That lob, she couldn't hold on to it. Although it seemed like a pretty okay pass, she couldn't hold on to it. And so now Cayman Island has possession. They're into their goal circle. And goal attack goes up, and she makes it. We have some changes coming in here from the Cayman Islands. Changes also on the Antiguan side. Both teams making changes. A little confusion there on the Cayman team, leading to an outside ball call. And Antigua has possession, trying to convert, to tighten up, close that lead. Antigua in the circle. Goal attack, attempts goal. She misses, and so now Cayman will go up court. Footwork call there on Antigua. Don't like to see those. These are the types of mistakes we don't expect to see in tournaments like this. So hopefully Antigua cleans that up. They can't afford to have these mistakes. They need to clean up the score, make it a little better. And taking out these mistakes will help with that. Cayman Islands in possession. It appears Cayman had put in some of their, less seasoned players. They're facing a few turnovers now with those rookie mistakes. And Antigua, hopefully they capitalize on those. That's how they will help with bridging the gap. And unfortunately, she misses. Okay, Antigua gets another chance at goal, but she had to pass it out because it was a free pass, and she converts. And we have Cayman Island 62, Antigua 22. We have a hydration break. It's very hot out here at Tanteen in St. George's, so it's needed. So the ladies get a few minutes now at the halftime of this quarter to hydrate, because it's good for their well-being. We'll be back in a moment.
Netball, netball, yes, exciting edge of your seat netball is back. It's the 5th ECCB International Netball Series in the Spice Isle of Grenada, August 23rd to 31st at Tanteen Netball Complex in St. George's. Witness 7 ECCB member countries: Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines battle for the coveted Gloria Valentine Championship Trophy. But wait, there's more. The 5th ECCB International Netball Series will also feature visiting teams from Barbados, the Cayman Islands, and Guyana, who will reign supreme at the 5th ECCB International Netball Series. Go on out to the netball complex at...
Well, we're back on center court after a drink break, and the Orchids are having a field day here at Tanteen Tanteen Netball Complex, 62-22. What a commanding lead it is.
Oh, absolutely.
Safi.
Definitely a commanding lead. And of course, it's easy to call the game right now. But again, Antigua, this is a ranking game. It's important for them to try to clean up that score. Whatever they do, at least convert their center passes. And when they get the mistakes from Cayman, because there were a few, they need to also try to convert those.
Oh, yes. Ball played for Cayman Islands up the court. And Cayman Islands have elected
Nice steal.
to have Wilson and Copeland on court. Antigua goes up, trickles in, and scores. Antigua and Barbuda 23 now. 23-62. The Cayman Islands. And a sub on Wilson. She comes out. Is it for the first time in this match?
Yeah, I think it is. Yes.
They have sealed the deal.
And so she's taking a rest.
And so she's taking a rest.
They have a game tonight after all.
Certainly so. They have a game on tonight. So sealing the deal already is the Cayman Islands. 62-23. And the Orchids, and again, I must comment on the fact that the pass, the catch, the shoot, the smile.
And repeat.
And the repeat.
The Cayman Orchids.
From the Cayman Orchids. Amazing. Well, over on court number 1, another point for Antigua and Barbuda.
Nice fast shot there by the goal attack.
23 or 24 is it? Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua 24. Cayman Islands 62. Some of these teams, we are commenting on the fact that some of these teams are coming into this tournament with such fantastic approaches to the game.
Absolutely. You can see great training, lots of months of training coming to the fore here in a spectacular way. Great to see.
As a netball player and also as a netball fan, analyst and everything, do you see netball growing to the stage that we'll get a professional league in the Caribbean?
Well, I hope it does. I think we're on track to doing that if we continue with tournaments like these, but we definitely have to have more of them. This happens only once a year. We also have the under-16 that happens early in the year. But we have to play more. Maybe we have to cut it down into smaller groups or something.
Exactly. Because I'm saying that to say that, you know, there's another point for the Cayman Islands. Cayman Islands on 63. Just making the point, Safi, that, you know, you have football at a professional level. You have cricket at a professional level. You have CPL going on now. You know, a lot of the sports are at the professional level. Yes. And certainly there are players here that we will enjoy going and look at playing professional netball.
So that's
we don't have to go to Australia, do we?
Agree. We can do it right here, have our own professional league. So it's definitely something to work on, to look forward to. We'll continue to advocate for it because, again, it's hard to do it without the finances.
Without the resources.
We have to get those resources on track.
Exactly.
And then we can probably look to ensure that, you know, the ladies, a lot of them are taking time off of their regular jobs to come here. It's not that they do this all year round.
Some of them are parents.
School is starting soon. There's a lot of sacrifices being made
that's
to be
a
here.
Sacrificial tournament indeed. Because in Grenada here, school opens tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. And I'm sure even your scorers, your officials, people that are the host country, you're putting on a lot of work. And then you have your own personal things to take care of. So it's really hard. To do the dual. So something suffers at the end. Something suffers.
But I tell you what, we need to get into that professional setting in future.
Yes.
If netball has to make anything out of the region in terms of getting more professional players outside in England and Australia and New Zealand and these countries. Because they are the countries who have gone far. And they're out there.
Out there. And there's opportunities to be a professional athlete out there. Well, it's a good thing that we have some Caribbean persons who've made it out there, who've made it professional, but it's just not enough.
It's just not enough.
Seeing the amount of talent that we have, there should be so many more of us who are able to make this a profession. So we definitely look forward to that, look forward to making sure that we can create the structures to make that thrive.
And then we can start small and grow. We can start small and grow.
I'm all for that. Grassroots, start small, and we build it on our own brick by brick.
And the end of this match is 64-26. The Cayman Islands over Antigua and Barbuda. The Orchids, they pass, they catch, they shoot, they smile, and they repeat it today.
Absolutely dominated there by Cayman Islands.
We'll try to have a word with the Cayman Islands coach soon before we wrap things up here at Tanteen. So what we do, we'll take a short break.
Yes.
And when we come back, we'll try to speak to some of the coaches and the people involved in the game.
Netball, netball, yes, exciting edge of your seat netball is back. It's the 5th ECCB International Netball Series in the Spice Isle of Grenada, August 23rd to 31st at Tanteen Netball Complex in St. George's. Witness 7 ECCB member countries: Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines battle for the coveted Gloria Valentine Championship Trophy. But wait, there's more. The 5th ECCB International Netball Series will also feature visiting teams from Barbados, the Cayman Islands, and Guyana, who will reign supreme at the 5th ECCB International Netball Series. Go on out to the Netball Complex at Tanteen or connect to the ECCB Connect's Facebook page and YouTube channel for live coverage of the matches. It's netball action at its best. Excellence and empowerment through sports. Netball, netball, yes, exciting edge of your seat netball is back. It's the 5th ECCB International Netball Series in the Spice Isle of Grenada, August 23rd to 31st at Tanteen Netball Complex in St. George's. Witness 7 ECCB member countries: Anguilla, Antigua and Barbuda, Commonwealth of Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines battle for the coveted Gloria Valentine Championship Trophy. But wait, there's more. The 5th ECCB International Netball Series will also feature visiting teams from Barbados, the Cayman Islands, and Guyana, who will reign supreme at the 5th ECCB International Netball Series. Go on out to the Netball Complex at Tanteen or connect to the ECCB Connect's Facebook page and YouTube channel for live coverage of the...
Well, we downtown St. George's, Grenada, the hub of the ECCB International Series. We just concluded a match between the Cayman Islands and Antigua and Barbuda. Cayman Islands a little bit ranked over Antigua and Barbuda. But we're here with Tahira, the captain of the Antiguan team. A loss, but nonetheless, you guys have had a good run in this tournament.
Yes, we have. I know a lot of teams didn't expect us to come out with the strength that we did. So we caught them unexpectedly, and next year we'll definitely be...
What was interesting to me is that in the first 3, you won your first 3 matches, and then you were ahead of the point standing, but definitely that St. Vincent game was a lot to be desired.